walking by. Thanks.
Can I tell you a story, man? I gotta go down here. So we got death threats. We got death threats after the thing you said. So that's Van Jones for you.
So on air, I actually don't swear. I did it very intentionally that one time, and I want you to just know about it because I think it's important. So you were on air, and you said that he's like, he's a demagogue, he's dangerous, he's going to be around for 50 years, long after Donald Trump's gone. So the first time in the campaign, we get a death threat of a man who wants to show up in New Hampshire. Thankfully, the police intervened, got it. The next day, back-to-back days. So my wife's scared enough. The next day, we wake up. It's 3 a.m. We get a call from him. He's my security guard saying, thank God you picked up because we just got a call that somebody showed up at your house and has 4 dead bodies out. So that's within 48 hours. And I'm not going to attribute that to your comment because whatever it is. But for our family, you know what? Publicly I didn't do it, but for our family, yeah, it pissed us the heck off, actually. And so the reality is, I don't try to engage in rhetoric that gets other people in danger of bodily harm. But I do think that if somebody's going to, even if you didn't intend to provoke that kind of ire on my family, yeah, in that week it landed with me. Now, at the same time, am I going to...
Test.
Do I want to set a good example for people in this country of what discourse looks like? I do. And in the heat of a presidential campaign, and I've been open about it since I left the campaign as well, my competitive spirits, sometimes stop us from being able to have the level of discourse we want. And I think you were wrongfully pushed out of the White House for your comments around 9/11 way back when as well. They were misconstrued. Exactly. So what I will tell you is this. Yep. So I just wanted you to know that backdrop. That's my personal song. Don't give it to anybody else.
I will call you in a couple of days and I'll apologize to you.
Okay, well, we don't need to do any of this on air.
That's okay. I'll call you right back.
And you know what we can do is we can turn the page and maybe have a chapter to demonstrate what actual good discourse looks like in this country. And that's not just on you, that's on me as well. Okay, that's on two of us. Yeah. Hey, it's classy of you to say so, and I hope we can build a friendship. I really mean that. Please do. Okay.
Wow.
Thank you. Take care.
Wow. Like I told y'all, man, this thing gets spicier and sweeter every single day, man. You just can't make it up, man. What a moment, though, you know. 2024 has been one of a year, man. What a time to be alive, you guys. You know, and this is why I wish nothing but the best in all you guys' life, man. That you are blessed, that you are well, that you are healthy, man. Because it's a lot of crazy things going on right now, man. It's a lot of hatred. It's a lot of negativity, you know. No peace, war, you know. The hatred that we have for one another, how divided we are, man. It's sad, you know. No common sense. The woke culture of no common sense. But what a moment. What do y'all think of that, man? What a moment, man. Vivek Ramaswamy. Y'all know Vivek was in our top 3 for VP picks, man. You know, that guy's a class act. He handles himself very, very well, man. You know. Showed up to the DNC like a boss. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a bright future for that guy. Definitely got to have him in the cabinet, man. But old Van Jones, man. Old Van Jones. And, you know, the comments are very mixed. People are very mixed on this whole situation. You know, a lot of people, just don't agree with a lot what Van Jones stands on. And we're going to play his, remarks to this whole situation. You've probably already seen them millions of times, and was a threat to Vivek and his family, But politics is a dirty game, you guys. It's a very, very dirty game, and you could tell that it got real personal, real personal, But it's a lot of mixed emotions with Van Jones, and a lot of people didn't like about him saying, we'll apologize in private and this and that. A lot of people still call him a coward and stuff like that, and then a lot of people are still, also praising him for, you know, owning up to his words and apologizing. You know, but it's a lot. But I'm very glad that Vivek, you know, talked to him straight, man. You know, talk to him man to man. I'm so glad this actually happened, you know. But we're gonna jump into my brother Greg's video. He did a really good put together on this whole situation. So we're gonna check his video out. I'll leave the original link in the description box down below. Let's go and jump in, you guys. Oh boy. He titled it, Vivek Ramaswamy forces Van Jones to apologize after confronting him face to face at the DNC.
Guy is dangerous. That's dangerous. When those people were saying Jews will not replace us, Jews will not replace us, that slogan sits on top of a very sick and twisted view that if you bring enough people of color here, we are so deficient, we are so stupid, we are so unwanted that we will be zombies to fill out the ranks for some Democratic Party agenda that Jewish people are manipulating and driving forward. That leads to violence. That puts at risk Jewish people. That puts at risk people of color. It is wrong. And the smug, condescending way that he just spews this poison out is very dangerous, because he won't stop Trump, but he's going to outlive Trump by about 50 years. And you're watching the rise of an American demagogue that is a very despicable person. Yeah. And I literally was shaking listening to him talk, because a lot of people don't know that is one step away from Nazi propaganda coming out of his mouth.
Just shut the fuck up. At a certain point.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Once again, we got to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy pulling up on communists, okay? Because that is what I talked about yesterday. Vivek pulled up on a bunch of communist protesters outside of the DNC and took them to school, okay? And now he's pulling up on another communist, Van Jones, of CNN, who Vivek has a problem with, because Van Jones went on CNN after a RNC debate in which, you know, Vivek killed it. Obviously, he was amazing doing those debates. And Van Jones called him a demagogue, okay? This is what Van Jones said, okay? Vivek responded to Van Jones in the most epic way possible by telling him to shut the F up at a Turning Point event.
5 years ago, 3 years ago, I wouldn't have believed you, but I now have my views that are a product of my experiences. We got to open our eyes to see that disease of dishonesty. The same government that has lied to us about not only what happened on 9/11, but the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, about the basis for the 2008 bailouts and the financial crisis, about the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that never was, about the Hunter Biden laptop story, which we absolutely know to be true, about exactly what happened on January 6th, to the origin of COVID-19, to the Nashville transgender shooter manifesto, to how our own money is being spent in Ukraine today. We demand a government that tells us the truth again in this country. That's what we require. We can handle the truth. That's what it means to be a citizen of this country. So I say that on that last debate stage to a bunch of Republicans that are shaking in their boots. These are the things you're not supposed to say in the Republican Party even today. And then you get the mainstream media. You got this character Van Jones on CNN afterwards saying, this is the rise of an American demagogue who's going to live 50 years longer than Trump. This is dangerous. I am shaking. That's what he says. Just shut the fuck up. At a certain point, just shut the fuck up.
For real, man. And again, y'all know some of those, a lot of his takes, you know, he goes to a point where it's like, you know, kind of just makes you put your head down and you just shake your head, you know. Wokest of the woke. Wokest of the woke, man. Wokey. A complete wokey. Someone in the comments said, Van Jones is a beta male. y'all is something, man.
Van Jones at CNN. We're done with it.
And now Vivek is pulling up on Van Jones at the DNC. Okay, after the DNC, he pulled up on Van Jones to let Van Jones know that, hey, I do not appreciate your comments about me. And you put my family in danger when you said the comments that you said. So without further ado, let's get into it. And this video is courtesy of Benny Johnson. Okay, let me make sure I give the.
And shout out Benny. He's smiling, laughing, and instigating. You shout out to Benny though, man. They've been putting in a lot of hard work, man. Salute to all their hard work and campaigning. Their, you know, all the contributes they're doing this year, man. You know, we've gotten a lot of amazing content. We've got a lot of amazing reactions. You know, we've gotten the post. You know, they've gotten a lot of amazing coverage and updates for us, man. So huge shout out to them, man.
Proper.
And they even love our channel as well. So it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing.
Credit here to the person that posted this video.
So we got death threats. We got death threats after the thing you said. So that's Van Jones for you. So you were on air and you said that you said he's a demagogue, he's dangerous, he's going to be around for 50 years, long after Donald Trump's gone. So the first time in the campaign.
A lot of people say this went the other way because with Van Jones because all the cameras were around. What do y'all think of that?
Get a death threat of a man who wants to show up in New Hampshire. Thankfully, the police intervened, got it. The next day, back-to-back days. So my wife's scared enough. The next day, we wake up. It's 3 a.m. We get a call from him. He's my security guard saying, "Thank God you picked up because we just got a call. Somebody showed up at our house and has 4 dead bodies out." So that's within 48 hours. And I'm not going to attribute that to your comment because whatever it is. But for our family, you know what? Publicly, I didn't do it, but for our family, yeah, it pissed us the heck off, actually. And so the reality is, I don't try to engage in rhetoric that gets other people in danger of bodily harm. But I do think that if somebody's going to, even if you didn't intend to provoke that kind of ire on my family, yeah, in that week it landed with me. Now, at the same time, am I going to...
Test.
Do I want to set a good example for people in this country of what discourse looks like? I do. And in the heat of a presidential campaign, and I've been open about it since I left the campaign as well, my competitive spirits, you know, sometimes stop us from being able to have the level of discourse we want. And I think you were wrongfully pushed out of the White House for your comments around 9/11. Way back when as well. They were misconstrued. Exactly. So what I will tell you is this.
Call yourself.
Yep. So I just wanted you to know that backdrop.
That's your actual...
That's my personal song. Don't give it to anybody else.
I will call you in a couple of days and apologize to your wife.
Okay, well, we don't need to do any of this on air.
But I will call your wife and apologize.
And you know what we can do? Is we can turn the page and maybe have a chapter to demonstrate what actual good discourse looks like in this country. And that's not just on you, that's on me as well. Okay, that's on two of us.
I'm really sorry.
Hey, it's classy of you to say so, and I hope we can build a friendship. I really mean that.
And I'll call.
Please do. Okay? Thank you. Take care. Thank you.
Damn. Vivek forced Van Jones into an apology, right? I believe that's what Van Jones was saying. He was like, "I'm really sorry, and I'm going to call you and apologize." I think he's going to apologize to his wife, too. Wow, right? Vivek pulled up on Van Jones and made him apologize, okay? Made the communists bend the knee, okay? Wow. Man, this guy got to be president one day, bro. Right? I'm so serious, man. Regardless of whether or not Trump wins or loses, okay? I'm hoping that Trump wins. But regardless, okay, the GOP, we got a choice, right? We got a choice in 2028, okay, if Vivek runs. And as of right now, the choice is clear, okay? Because if Trump happens to lose, okay, the GOP is going to go full-blown George W. Bush, neocon, Dick Cheney. That's where they're going to go back to, right? They're going to try desperately to go back to that, right? This is why, again, a lot of these people, they want Trump to lose, right? Because that's what they want to go back to, desperately, right? They're hoping that Trump loses and he gets thrown in jail and it's over. But it's not going to be over because we have people like Vivek Ramaswamy and others who can lead this movement into the future. So again, I'm hoping for the best case scenario for Trump to win, okay? And for voters in 2028 to say, you know what, let's take it to the next level, right? Trump was good, okay? But we have somebody that can articulate the America First agenda at a level that we've never seen before. And he's also fearless, right? He will confront anybody, right? Including communists, including, people like Van Jones. He will confront anybody on any issue, and he's willing to have the conversation. And we have never seen anything like this before. Okay?
So I am currently kind of undecided. I know
I love this clip right
Take
here.
off the button if you're undecided.
Yes,
You can take a picture.
Okay, wonderful.
You're actually undecided, though?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe the best person to get the job? Do you believe in free speech and open debate? Do you believe in growing the economy and making sure you're able to get ahead? To the president who you think is going to best deliver that for the country?
For me,
I believe that sounds
I
right.
personally, in our primary, I voted for Nikki Haley because.
So you voted in the Republican primary, but then now you're...
Well, I voted in the
Michigan
because I knew
primary.
that President Biden would get the nomination.
Okay.
So I wanted to try
Make your voice heard.
because for me another big thing was the insurrection. That was a very
What I will tell you,
terrifying day
what I will
for
tell
me.
you about that is a lot, because I understand this. What you see in the media on the first day, relative to the truth that actually only came out over a longer period of time, revealed that the same media that lied about the Russia collusion, the same media that lied about the origin of COVID, about the Hunter Biden laptop, unsurprisingly has not been forthright on a lot else that the American public has been served either. So all I'd encourage you to do is, I'm not going to tell you who to vote for. That's your decision.
Yes.
But vote for the person who you think is going to make your life better, economically, give you the opportunities you deserve after college. Vote for merit and free speech. And you know what? The values this country was founded on. The reality is, vote for whoever you think is going to better do that.
It's real. It's 100% real. A lot of people say, well, Vivek was fake and, yada, yada, yada. He's Obama. Well, he's been doing this for almost, 2 years straight now, right? It's hard to be fake for 2 years straight. I'm just saying. I think the dude is sincere. I think he's passionate about the issues. I think that he really wants to get this country back on the right track. And I am really hoping and praying that the American people realize what we have, because it really takes a real man to confront somebody like Van Jones to his face about comments that, hey, a lot of people thought were maybe out of bounds. I mean, they tried to say that Vivek Ramaswamy was somehow a Nazi, or he was pushing a Nazi agenda, right? This is what they were saying. And they're comfortable saying this because there's never any real consequences for saying this stuff, especially those CNN and MSNBC, where there's not going to be any real pushback. Nobody's going to check him on the panel and say, hey, Van Jones, right? What you're saying is insane, right? Is out of bounds, right? You shouldn't be saying that the dude is pushing a Nazi agenda and that he's a demagogue and all this other stuff that you're talking about. Again, they say this stuff because there's no consequences. But again, when confronted on what he said, Vivek made this man apologize. He made him bend the knee, right? Bend the knee and apologize, which is not something you really see from Democrats, right? You really don't see people on the left apologize and bend the knee too much. So seeing Vivek make Van Jones bend the knee is actually pretty base, right? It's one of the most base things that I've seen doing the DNC. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
Shout out to my brother Greg, man. Vivek, man. Vivek. And again, he was in our top 3 for VP picks, man. Our top 3. He made our top 3, not our top 6. Y'all knew our top 6. Our top 3, man. That fella there, man. Yes, indeed. And a lot of people are saying that if he runs for 2028, he has my vote. We see that a lot in our comment section as well, man. A lot of people have a lot of love and respect for Vivek, man. But setting the record straight, man. Standing on business is what we call it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Standing on business. Let me know what y'all think of that. Huge shout out to my brother Greg. Link will be in the description box down below. If y'all not subscribed to my brother Greg already, he does an amazing job, man. But hey, I love y'all. Bless you all and your families. Catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace and love, y'all.